Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to another Usawa Fitness Sunday morning live stream. Thanks for coming. I appreciate y'all coming to check me out on a Sunday morning, or if you're watching this recorded, I appreciate you hitting the button to check out something that we put out there. Hope everybody's doing well. As always, when I open these up, because I'm super paranoid and nervous about whether or not they work, let me know in the comments. Just somebody throw a thumbs up down there to let me know that you're hearing me and seeing me so we can get started. Gonna be talking about energy today, y'all. And before I even start talking about that, let me first just say that I know y'all come here for review information on products, fitness products, and some workout stuff too. And you know, I'm gonna do my best to provide the best possible reviews always. But one of the reasons why I do these live streams is I'm hoping to build a relationship past just the review channel, and I want people to know me. So hopefully y'all gain some confidence in me because you get to know me and you feel better about what I'm doing when I'm putting out those reviews, and hopefully building some trust. And along with that, just continuing to build out the community here, because I think I told y'all a long time ago, if you watch some of my first streams, that I really didn't want my Usawa Fitness YouTube channel to just be a channel where I promoted the reviews of stuff, because I love doing that, but also I'm a really personable dude, so I like to communicate and build some friends, and so that's why I do these this way. Thank you, Patty. Oh, what's up, girl? Thank you for coming, and thank you for that confirmation. And I got a huge delay. I don't know why. I've been using the same. Setup for this live stream for 2 years, but this morning I got a 20-second delay, so I'm way ahead of you guys. But that's okay. We're gonna work through it, and we may just be a little delay answering questions today. But in any event, I'm big on that energy, and I've always been a big energy kind of dude. I've always had super positive energy. When I was, back in the day when I was at Harpo, they used to say, man, come in and light the room up, come in. I always had a big smile on my face in the edit bay, making everybody feel good. And I would, when I was rendering products or edits, I would walk around from room to room. And I remember one time my boss saying to me, hey, what you doing in another room, man? You supposed to be editing. And I'm like, yeah, I do a lot of editing, man. I'm in there doing it, but I'm rendering. And I'm just having fun. And he's like, that's okay. Actually, I love the fact that you make everybody else feel good here. And it's okay if you're traveling from room to room because you spread really good energy. And I'm big on that. And I'll show you another picture, me just out there on stage clowning around right when we're about to close out the show. But moving forward, one of the biggest things, Mr. Mario, what's up, brother? Thank you for coming. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for coming. Another thing that you should know about my channel, and this is just me trying to build a relationship with the people who weren't here last year when I was doing these and don't know that much about me. And I appreciate you, man. Thank you for checking in, dog. I appreciate your support, brother. I hope you have a great day at work today, man. But Usawa Fitness, that word Usawa came back when I was climbing Mount Kilimanjaro, and I was out there just in between in my thoughts trying to figure out what I wanted to do on my career path. And I climbed this mountain and I came up with the word Usawa, because Usawa is a Swahili word. I was learning all these Swahili words, and that's another way of saying balance. And I always thought I wanted to be mentally, physically, and spiritually balanced. What people choose to call their spiritual part, that's on them. But for me, I wanted to make sure that I wasn't just living my life, just working out. I didn't just want to be reading and so forth, but I also wanted to be really working to actually become rounded with my spirituality also. because I knew that my spirit was something that people always gravitated to. And and sometimes when we talk about our spirit, we talk about that good energy. And I really, Coach Phil, thank you, brother. Thank you. And, so I really wanted to just kind of like, talk about energy, because a lot of times, people, when we look at energy, there's 6 forms of energy. And when you look at those 6 forms, you don't really think about another kind of energy, okay? We talk about chemical, electrical, radiant, mechanical, thermal, and nuclear. And those would be considered the main sources of energy. But after that, they create a bunch of different kind of energy. So then there's solar and there's all these other kind of energies too. But to me, there's a bigger source of energy that you never see when you look at the science of energy, and that's the energy that we give off as people. You walk into a room and you're like, man, I'm feeling this. There's some good energy in here, man. Let's do this. Let's do this. Other times you walk into a room and you feel the energy, and I'm like, hey, man, I got about 5 minutes before I'm about to bounce out of here because I'm not feeling this energy. And sometimes it's because I'm not feeling these people that's in this room. And other times it's like something ain't right. And we got that internal response to what's happening, but you're never going to see that categorized in those 6 forms of energy or energy that comes out of them. But when I start working out, the deep smite, oh, what's up, my dog? What's up, Al? I love you, brother. It's good. That's my nephew, man. I'm tripping that he on here, man. Hey, man, it's good to see you, dog. Thank you for coming in here. It's my nephew. All right, I'm about to get off subject, but that dude was born in 1986. And I was a sophomore in high school, and he was just a little baby, but he was staying with my dad and my mom. Hopefully I ain't giving up too much information. Al, his mom was in the service. And man, I dragged that dude all over the place when I was a sophomore. I'm playing 3 different sports, and cheerleaders be watching them, friends be watching them, you know what I'm saying? And then we had them out there. We're like, what kind of shoes are those, Al? These some Jordans. Yeah, that's my dude right there. I love you, man. I don't really talk to him as much as I should. That's where we're gonna get into this energy thing. But anyway, when we talk about, like, you never see those forms of energy being shown, but when we start working out, we start gaining energy, right? Yeah. Are we gaining muscles? Are we getting more dense bone density? Are we blowing out those arteries? Yeah, we're doing all of these things, creating lean muscle mass. And these things are beautiful. We also, a lot of us are out there gaining appearance that we like. And I just feel like by being a trainer and training, 30-something people a week, I see an energy that comes from people when they start working out that is something that I hope all of you guys are already on, because you here at a fitness channel, because you into fitness or you thinking about getting into it more. The benefits of working out is that you gain a level of energy that a lot of people don't have. And when that day goes on and people start getting tired or they, in an activity, I feel like that energy that you get from being strong and being able to carry a body that you own is something that a lot of people miss. But it's not just that. It's also a level of confidence that comes with being an athlete. When you little and you got a little baby and it could barely walk or it could just learning how to crawl, and that confidence isn't there, it's crawling, and it start standing up and it's, look like Frankenstein. All of a sudden those knees start bending and you like, whoa, I got to catch this dude or this little girl, because, it's become more confident. Well, when you working out or, you older, like a lot of my clients and myself, I'm 52 years old, you start losing confidence in some of the things that you used to be able to do. And I don't necessarily feel that you have to, because you can gain that confidence back by continuing to take care of your body and addressing its needs and becoming stronger and mentally knowing like, hey, this I can't eat. I have to learn to have a willpower that is a strength. It's kind of cool being able to be hungry sometimes, and you have that feeling like, man, I'm hungry right now, but I'm not going to eat because it's not time. My body, I'm just a little hungry. That's nothing unusual. It's unusual here because we've been trained that we should always be full. But if we was hunters and gatherers and we were just out here foraging for ourselves and didn't have refrigerators and Uber apps and these kind of things, Grubhub things to instantly bring us food, it wouldn't be like we couldn't be hungry for a while. And if you're a workout person, yeah, sometimes it's a certain time at night you can't eat something. But I feel like that's growth and that's strength when we learn how to live within some boundaries and we start to get a better energy and confidence in ourselves. And I'm talking to you guys right now as a personal trainer because this is what I do, and I love it, and I want y'all to be able to get a little bit of a better understanding of who I am, what I do, and hopefully, we can talk. Let me get into these. And don't forget, y'all, I want this to be super interactive. So jump in the comments when you're ready so I can answer questions or we can just talk, okay? I really would like to get some of you guys' idea, hear what you guys have to say about some of what I'm talking about. But in any event, when we start working out and we start training and we're doing it the right way, I just feel like we do kind of emit a certain kind of energy. Sometimes people look at people that work out and their shoulders are back and they standing tall and, they just kind of look like, oh man, this guy think he Hercules or something. Nah, I just, these muscles are tight and I've been working on form a lot, so I walk kind of upright. I, keep my chin up. It's just good posture. And just so happened that some people got some muscles to go along with it that make it look a certain kind of way, but still humble, still carrying good energy, still looking to make friends and provide some love in the world. And, I'm big on that. When I say love and peace, everybody, it's because I mean it. And I definitely want to be giving off the kind of energy that makes people feel like it's real, because it is. Anybody got any questions so far? Thank you for coming, y'all. I got to throw it up. I got to throw it up. If you like what we talking about, I ain't even going to go into all the details, but I'm going to throw the Fonzarelli up there because it's important to the channel, y'all. And my videos, I'm getting a lot of new subs, but my videos don't typically get the number of likes that other channels get. And I hope that you guys are hitting the like button if y'all liking the stuff that I'm putting out there, because that's the only way that YouTube really puts stuff out there. I see some smaller channels that have done a better job of doing the like thing, and they get a ton of different, a ton of views because YouTube algorithm is showing them off. But we ain't here for that. I'm trying to grow out this channel, and I just hope y'all help me. Man, that coffee is a little too hot. But anywho, I just really wanted to step in here today a little bit to just remind everybody of what it means to carry great energy and what you get back from it, right? We know that energy can't be destroyed. We start talking about more of the science of energy. It can only be passed along. And if we keep it on those topics that I just showed you, those 6 different energies, I feel like this applies the same way. If I walk into a room with great energy, I can get it. I feel like I can get it back. Now, I'm black guy, right? And I've been in places where I realize some people may not be as comfortable because they're not used to seeing somebody that look like me, believe it or not, it's still a thing, go up there in different parts of the country. And I'm quick to kind of like work to like diffuse that scare attention that you find sometimes. It ain't not necessarily somebody scared of me, but they may just be like, it's different for me, like, man, this guy's here or whatever. And it's easy ways to diffuse that with throwing out some great energy. Now, if I don't, and you know, I take the energy back and I'll work to try to kind of like mold the situation into what I want it to be, because I really do want all situations to be positive. Sometimes they ain't. That's why I work out. Don't take the kindness for weakness. But at the same time, the kindness is how I live my life. All right. But I just feel that you can put the energy out there that you want to receive. And when I get clients, sometimes they walk in and I have to ask them something. I'm like, hey, man, you know, everything cool? I'm feeling, you know, your energy isn't what I would expect from you usually. What food do I suggest for energy that are your favorites and why? Oh, I'll answer that for you. I like big leafy foods. And I like big leafy greens. And like fruits and veggies. You know, okay, so for a year and a half, I was a vegetarian. And then for the first year, I did the vegetarian thing. Then the next 5 months, I did the pescatarian. Well, I got an announcement to make. I'm a carnivore. I didn't like how I was changing my body. I'm going to get to your question now. I didn't like how I was changing my body. I had, you know, I held this really nice muscular body, and it wasn't a fault to being a vegetarian. It was a fault of not being willing to cook the way I needed to get the amount of protein that I needed to keep up with the workouts that I was doing. So I was working out as hard as I was the previous 18 months before I became a vegetarian. But then my body wasn't reacting the same way because I was down about 100 grams of protein per day of what I needed, and I just couldn't get there. So I've given up, y'all. I know that's going to disappoint some of y'all. It disappointed me a little bit, but I had some chicken the other day, and it was marvelous. But I like big leafy greens, Al. I really like, you know, a lot of green things. I like broccoli. I like, and, you know, obviously I cook a lot of lentils. But then aside from that, when I want to get my energy up, I like natural sugars from fruits. Like, so I eat a ton of fruit. My refrigerator is full of it, and it's sweet. I like the way it tastes. I try not to eat it at night when my body is just going to turn it into stored energy. But I definitely like big leafy greens. And when I say that, I mean spinach. I might like take a big, you know, 2 or 3 cups of spinach, saute them down, take a couple of eggs, whip those up, and mix that into an omelet. And I eat that at any time of day. Obviously, I eat in my lentils. I do the same thing. So I appreciate that question. It's a good one, Al. Let me know if you got another one. I probably shouldn't. I'm calling him by his real name. My fault, homie. But you know, you give off the energy that you want to get back. So, I mean, every chance you get, y'all, I challenge. I don't want to say I challenge, but I would suggest that if you don't live by that kind of model, try it for a week and just go out there and, you know, really work to keep your energy at its best. I know what I was talking about. Sometimes when my clients come in and their energy will be off, and I'm like, hey, man, is everything cool? Like, you know, I noticed, you know, you're a little bit down. And we're not therapists. At the first page of the National Academy of Sports Medicine's training program that I initially took, it talks about how you're not a therapist, and, you know, that's against the rules. You're not a nutritionist. So, but people look at training as therapy. And although I'm not a therapist, I still listen to people all the time, and I try to make them feel better when we're working out. And I try to change that energy when I feel it coming in a negative manner, and I just want to make them feel better. And by the time we finish our workout, people always say, you know, I'm like, how you feel? And they're like, man, a whole lot better than I came. And then sometimes and then after that they say, but I'm still glad to be leaving. And my response is, rude. How you just gonna tell somebody you can't wait to leave them? You know what I'm saying? And I hear it almost every day. And I'm like, it's rude, but at the same time, I know what they mean. I just got done whooping that butt, so they want to go ahead and get out. What are your thoughts on red meats? So I don't eat red meat. The reason, and this was before I even started. I shouldn't say I don't eat red meat. Occasionally, I will have steak taco, or I used to before I became a vegetarian. And now that but I'm back. I haven't had red meat yet, but I probably would throw it in there every now and then if I wanted a steak taco. But I really, very rarely, I haven't had a steak in years. And man, that's a heavy food. It takes the body a long time to digest it. And I just don't do much red meat. I know a lot of people, obviously I love the taste of it. Don't get it twisted. I mean, the grill, you throw something on the grill, that smell is almost like hypnotic. But I just don't, it's a little bit too heavy for me. I mainly stick to poultry and fish. If you hear somebody snoring, that's just Rebel. Oh, there you go. You might see him in the back over there looking out the window. I don't know. That's my dog. But I really, I don't do red meats. It's just, like I said, it's a slow digesting meat. I think it's great for the protein benefits. I don't really like how, cows, it are really bad for the environment and, the way they farm them and so forth. And I just don't do them. Everything's dirty, okay? The fish is dirty, the chicken is dirty, the turkey is dirty, and so is the bull. But at the same time, I'm not big on the red meat at all. You know what? As far as fasting, providing energy, you know what? It would be an opinion if I was to answer that, because I haven't really done a whole lot of research on. I know a lot of people are really big on intermittent fasting. I tried it just as I wanted to see what it felt like. To be honest, I don't have a good question for that, but I'm gonna get back to you on that. And hey, y'all, just know if you have a question, throw it to me here, and then also don't be afraid to hit me at vern@usawafitness.com or info@usawafitness.com, and I can answer your questions there too. But I don't want to start talking about things that I really don't have a true opinion on right now. I will be creating an opinion on that, on the answer to that, because I don't do, my fasting is breakfast, right? That is, that's your break to fast. And so I fast during the night, and I try to make sure that I get a good 8 hours before I eat something again when I go to sleep. So that's what's up with that. Man, I love it. What kind of coffee y'all? Everybody drink coffee? I'll tell you what I don't. I ain't never going to give up, and that's this coffee. I'm drinking some Dunkin' Donuts that I ground up myself. Hey, y'all like my little Usawa Fitness mug? My son's mother actually made that for me for Father's Day. But I love coffee, and right now I'm drinking Dunkin' Donuts. My girl, she introduced me to a coffee from Canada that I'm gonna have to put y'all up on. Oh man, I'm drawing a huge blank on Brenda's page right now. I'm getting old. I want to plug her page right quick. I gotta plug her page right quick, y'all. I want to plug something, because y'all asking about some nutritional stuff, and I think that her page, we're gonna do a collaboration at some point, but I think y'all would enjoy. Okay, so it's Happy Healthy Homemade. Okay, Happy Healthy Homemade is the name of her channel. I'm messing it up again. Yeah, Happy Healthy Homemade. Her name is Brenda. Check her channel out. If y'all can take a second, don't leave me right now. You know what I'm saying? Stay with me. But subscribe to her channel. She is in Canada. She does some amazing food prep, and her channel is small because it's new, but it's off the chain. It's super high quality. And if you got some food things, I think that you're going to like what she has to talk to you about. I got another young lady that I'm hooking up with, and that has a Instagram channel that is off the chain. I'm going to tell you about her in a second. Yeah, man, I'm drinking my coffee out of a steel mug right now. Yeah, that's the only way to drink it, y'all. If you normally drink it out of a cup, you try a steel mug and it's off the chain. My dog's staring me in the face. I'm only gonna stay a little bit longer, y'all, so don't trip. I ain't gonna keep y'all here forever. But I did have some other stuff I wanted to talk about real quick. Right here, I usually do my live streams, or I usually do my online sessions looking out the window. And last week I was looking out the window and I saw a lady across the street jumping around doing a bunch of hit workouts right on the sidewalk. And I know her, I've been living here for 14 years. I know everybody. I didn't recognize her. And I walked out there. I'm like, man, what you doing working out here like this? She's like, why? I'm like, hey, whoa, it's just a question. And you know, she was funny when she said why. But it turns out she got an Instagram channel. She does amazing, and I feel like she'd be a nice person to collaborate with. We talked about it, and you'll see us soon. But getting back to it, I just want to talk. I'm just here, y'all, to just say, keep your energy high, keep your physical up, keep your mental up, but don't forget about your spiritual. Because I think spiritually, when we bring off that nice, great energy, we wound up giving out some great. We wound up getting some great energy back. And as a workout person, I feel like you're going to be able to do it more than others because you're carrying a strong body, you're getting confident, you're healthy as we can be. Working out don't make us healthy. There's always something that can slip off in this blood that could make things worse, but at least we're doing something to try to prevent that. Or we've already been diagnosed with certain things and we know that working out could probably help to kind of fix or at least mend or at least, kind of, I don't know, tongue-tied, can just help with the problem. All right, let's put it like that. And there she go, emotional energy. This the kind of thing and see, Patty, I used to work with when I was when I first entered television, and I just happened to be walking down the street, and she tapped me on the shoulder like she heard my voice, and I love that because when you have good energy, we share energy that is alike, and we linked up, and now here she is coming to listen to something, and she a big time producer. I used to basically work for her back in the day because my company worked as to produce videos that her company was creating. But she a good woman, and I'm really happy to be back in contact with her. But yeah, emotional energy, y'all. I mean, there's a lot of energy, but I would say don't get caught up in just those ones that science talks about, because there's another level of energy that's floating around out here that's beautiful, and that if we could tap into it, we can be even more healthy. I'm gonna see if I can get my dog. Can you come up here a little bit? This is Rebel. Can y'all see him? This is my boy right here. He got good energy too, and I love him. He my roommate. Hey, all right. He a bully too. I'll give him a little bit of time, and he'll try to bully me he'll knock my cameras over and everything. Go lay down, Rebel. Go lay down. Go lay down. That's enough. But that's my dude. But that's about all I had to say, y'all. And if you got some questions, go ahead and jump in here before I end the live stream. Say what's up. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, this is your first time here, hit the subscribe button. I do these live streams, pretty often. I try to do one when I was doing them a couple of months ago. I did one every weekend. I'm gonna try to do 2 or 3 a month. And so if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, and you can check some of this out in the future. But also, if you got any questions, reach out right now so I can talk to you. You're awesome. Love what you're sharing. Your life is positive. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Patty. Thank you, man. I'm trying. I love that I've been given this platform, because honestly, my whole life, high school up, I've been, there was a brief period in college where I was a little crazy, but that's college, right? But I always been wanting to generate good energy and I just feel like this is a chance to reach more people. And when I'm not doing the reviews, I really want people to know that I'm about this. I'm not just about creating a channel where I, show you different products, but this is a good way for me to do it. It's through these. This is a good way for me to show you who I am and hopefully build a better relationship with you guys when I'm not doing a review. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna give it a couple more seconds, and then I'm gonna go ahead. I'll give it another minute here, y'all. So please, ask some questions if you have them. Thank you. Thanks, Al. I appreciate you, man. Thanks you for your support, dog. Seeing everybody on here, y'all, it's really helpful. I'm trying to make this thing work, and it's the end game for me. So I'm gonna keep doing it until I get this thing to become my job. Right now, I got 2 jobs. I want this to be the bigger job, and then I just want to train a small group of people. Before you go, I should tell you that you inspired me to get a fitness reality Supermax Power Cage. Hey, I love that, Coach Phil. That cage, y'all know I can't wait I know I talked about this a few weeks ago, but I got a do-it-yourself mod that's coming out, and I'm still buying all the pieces, and it's not a lot. It's gonna cost you about it's probably gonna cost you about $100, which is not cheap, but when I create it, it's gonna be so worth the cage. I'm gonna upgrade your cage by it's $100 that'll cost you to get all the material that you need to do what I do, but it's gonna make your cage 5 times better, and I'm not exaggerating, and it's gonna make, when you see it, you're gonna be like, my cage is dope. I mean, it's an unbelievable mod, and I'm dead serious. Mitch, much support from Canada. Thank you, Mitch. I appreciate you from up north. Thank you for coming, and thank you for, speaking up in the comments all the way up there from Canada. I'm grateful, and I do really appreciate it. Well, I guess I'm going to let it go, y'all. Thanks for coming. I appreciate y'all coming, and I appreciate all your support. Love and peace, everybody. Out.